How many World Series innings can we have in 24 hours?
Will Aaron Rodgers continue to play football until he does beat the Green Bay Packers?
And do the Niners have any defensive pass rushers left?
All this and much more next on the Scotty and Stowe Show. I'm Scotty.
What up, y'all? I'm Stowe, and we're, as always, brought to you by the Good Time Tavern at 125 North Livermore Avenue, Livermore, California. Popping off as always.
Oh,
How
Stowe.
you doing, Scotty?
I'm good. I believe the busy season is beginning at the United States Postal Service. So
Oh, crap.
I believe it's just the beginning. It's been a lot. But other than that, I'm peachy keen.
Excellent. Yes. Busy for everyone this weekend. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. We need to be busy too.
All right, we'll do NASCAR and football, but Jesus H. Christ, what a crazy World Series we got going on right now. Mind-blowing game three. What are your thoughts on that? Just like right off the bat, 18 innings, Ohtani, what?
I worked 11 hours and I came home at like 8 o'clock at night and I still watched a full baseball game with three extra innings. So that was insane. Um, just incredible by both teams. The pitching was outstanding for the last five guys remaining in the dugout. Great job, guys. I wonder how much that had to do with the fact that the batters had been there for 5.5 straight hours, swinging bats and eating sunflower seeds.
Yeah, we should do a study how sunflowers affect the diet. But anyway, yeah, no, it was insane. It started off fireworks. Alejandro Kirk, three-run bomb for Toronto. Uh, they just kept pitching to Ohtani in the beginning. Ohtani double, Ohtani home run, double. Insane. So like 5-5 after 7 innings, it's already almost a classic.
Mhm.
And then what? Nine straight shutout innings. This is what you get to see. Scotty gets home from a hard day's of work, and he gets to see zero after zero after zero after zero. I mean, granted, exciting zeros.
Some of the greatest zeros of all time. Some of the, oh, that's out. Bye. Game's over. No. Okay. Well, we'll try again. I mean, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, I thought all of those. I jumped out of my chair. I thought the game was over. It wasn't.
Indeed.
So, no, fabulous game. Blue Jays apparently came back today to make sure that it was a 2-2 series, which only fitting. Both teams have played very well. Um, I still think the Dodgers got enough pitching power to maybe win because the bats haven't really been there. 2-run games, 5-run games. No, we're not blowing up for I mean, the Blue Jays blew up on us, but we haven't
Sure,
blown up
11
on
and
any,
7 in their two wins, right? Something like
yeah,
that.
but we haven't blown up on anybody. It's actually been the Dodgers pitching that has made the whole postseason race possible, I believe. I mean, we haven't put up a lot of runs. It hasn't been like huge for the Dodgers. So bats need to waken up, but yeah. Both teams have played very well. I'm excited. And we've
Nah,
got Blake Snell and Yamamoto. We've got two of our,
right.
I
You've got
mean,
money aces coming up. You got
yeah, we
money
got
aces.
two of our money aces coming up. So I'm interested to see how it finishes off. I'd like to also say one thing. What an amazing Clayton Kershaw get one out. Now he can retire.
Oh, I mean,
Hopefully
honestly,
a World Series champion. I was
my whole
nervous as
giant
hell.
my whole Giants chat when he came in, 2 outs, bases loaded. We were like, "This is our sad Kershaw moment. We love sad Kershaw in the
Yeah.
playoffs," and he came through. Congratulations, Kershaw. Probably his
Yeah.
last out ever. A huge one.
I thought it was going to be, I didn't even think he was going to get an out. I thought he was going to give up a grand slam, a single, and another home run. And
Oh man, my whole chat was
it,
hoping. My whole
yeah,
chat was
right.
hoping.
That's what I thought when it came out. I was like, man, this guy's ERA is like 6.7. I mean, 6.75 now. I mean, it's not very good anymore. You know what I mean? It's not like this is the guy that I'm relying on. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go, Clayton. Come on, baby. And he
Oh
got
man,
that one out.
ballsy
I
as
was like,
hell. Ballsy as hell. That was good. That was good.
yeah, I was like, you see him? He looked out like overweight. He looked like the guy that played the mummy. He could he could play Clayton Kershaw now.
Brendan
Uh,
Fraser.
Brandon Fraser. He looked like the Brandon Fraser of Clayton Kershaw. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell
Nice.
is going out there? He
Like
got
I,
like a
I can
belly
throw
and
nine
shit.
pitches still, baby.
Hell yeah, man. You look good. All right, let's move on. NASCAR was listen, I actually gave this well, I have sling, as you know, so I didn't have a lot of football game opportunities. But yeah. Oh, you're a cute panda. But I gave NASCAR a huge chance this week, and it did not let me down. Man, Larson and Bell raced for those points the whole time. Dave Blaney, nice effort. William Byron led like 270 laps of it, or 267 laps. And then Blaney took the lead. And then when Byron got the lead back, he just didn't give it back to him. So shout out to William Byron. He has moved on to the last race, which is this week. So no more NASCAR after this week. So I guess I'll be a tiny bit sadder. I don't know. After Red Eclipse, I was sad 5 weeks ago or three, whatever, 4 weeks ago. So now I had to wait 3 weeks to watch a race again. But I watched it. It was an excellent race. Shout out to Blaney and Byron for racing so hard for that win. They needed it. If they wouldn't have won it, it would have been Larson and Bell because they had the points, and those two just went back and forth between who's going to be fourth since there's somebody fucking in the race playoffs right now winning the race. You know what I mean? That's what, Busher or Reddick or Bubba Wallace or one of those guys that won the race. I'm pretty sure Bell and Larson would have made it in, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. But with Byron and fucking, you know, Blaney, shit, they worry about Logano. You never know what pit stat strategy he's going to use. You know what I mean? So, no, good race, good finish, excellent race. It was a very good race. I was really impressed with the race. I did not see Tyler Reddick's name once, nor did I care to see it. I didn't even give a shit. I didn't see Busher's name once, nor did I care to see it because I actually was only interested in the 8 guys still trying to make it. So go NASCAR. I guess the playoff thing kind of did work. So
Yeah, no, I was glad it was an exciting race. Phoenix next week. Good luck to all the four potential champions. There will be no Penske three-peat this year.
go Chase Briscoe.
Go Joe Gibbs Racing.
So you got Hamlin? Because after
Sure.
that, it's just Hendrick.
Well, there's two Joe Gibbs and two Hendricks, right?
Is Briscoe a Gibbs guy too?
I think so.
Oh, it's Joe Gibbs versus Rick Hendrick.
It is.
Go Rick Hendrick. I mean, that's still Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon owns the William Byron car, the 24 car, so
Eh.
or he has money in it or something. So I'm fine with that. All right, go William Byron. All right, what are we doing? Questions?
We figured we could go over how the Packers
Oh,
destroyed Aaron Rodgers' life for a day. That'd be cool. Hey, ready for that?
I am.
Nice. Take it away. 35-25. Green Bay
I
over
don't know. It
Seattle.
was so much about Aaron Rodgers' life being ruined. I did make a short that said, "Want want, you didn't win, so you won't beat all 32 teams like your previous predecessor, Brett Favre."
Haha.
Tom Brady, he beat all 32 teams. What
Right.
about Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning beat all 32 teams?
Probably.
Probably. But Aaron Rodgers didn't beat all 32 teams. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not what
That
I
was
want to talk about. I mentioned it just because it needs to be mentioned.
sure. It's funny.
I believe the passer rating of 137, 3 touchdowns, a tight end that is taking his place as a top three, maybe number one tight end in football right now. The
Oh, and with
return of
the cheese nickname works so good.
it
Kraft in
does Kraft
Wisconsin.
cheese. This makes me so happy. I
Oh,
think that's
gross,
I
gross.
said I wasn't going to buy any more jerseys. I believe one more jersey is fitting. I believe it's
Maybe
going to
one
be an
more.
85 with Kraft on the back because I think that's the most fitting jersey. I've never
All
gotten a tight end jersey before. Let's do it. So, but yeah, I think all around they played very well. Defense played good, but he is old and slow, so I don't want to get too excited. We still need to work on the cornerback play of the team. So I don't know. I like where the defense is going, but I thought the offense played very well. The return of Christian Watson, 3 or 4 huge plays to Christian Watson, and just the fact that he's there and that he can take the top off of
for now.
defense for now. So maybe between him, Matthew Golden, Romeo Dobbs, Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave, Jaden Reed will be back within the next couple of weeks. Maybe when we get to the playoffs, we got the full arsenal at offense. And I believe that makes us a lot scarier. And if the defense can, we got a trade deadline coming up here. I know some teams got to be sellers. I know some teams got cornerbacks.
There's a few out there. The Rams already got one.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure Tennessee's got one. I'm sure the fucking Saints have got one. I'm sure
Lattimore could be a Packer by the end of the year.
somewhere out there could be a cornerback that can shut down one side at least. Because right now we got like nobody shutting down shit. So
X. Yeah, getting a shutdown one, that's a tricky one.
that's tough. But getting one that can at least like throw a little fear into the quarterback, like, well, I got to watch that squirrely fucker because he can.
Maybe you could trade for a injured Shavarius Ward and he comes back right in time for the playoffs or something. So I think he's on Tennessee or some one of those terrible teams.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Isn't there like a McMillan out there for Tennessee? Isn't he pretty good? I think there's some guy in the Broncos that was real good last year, but then they got somebody else, and this guy's kind of like snuck his way in front of him. I mean, something like that, you know?
All right. Well,
We
next
just need help
come
because
up with some good ideas for next week because I think we're almost there.
are we
Next week,
almost there? We'll talk a little trade deadline then. Yeah,
yeah,
all in all,
we'll do some
Packers
trade
are
stuff.
5-1-1, and that's number one in is that number one in the NFL?
Yeah, I
NFC?
believe the Lions were on a bye this week. Yeah,
So that puts us number one in the NFC, right?
NFC North. Yeah, or yeah, possibly the whole NFC. I
Possibly
know
the
the
whole NFC.
Eagles are 6-2. Tampa Bay's 6-2.
Okay, then they got us. We had a bye. Apparently, they haven't had their bye yet.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Fair
Well,
enough.
don't let
Well,
us down. Tell us what you thought. Come on now. We all watched the game. It was the only fucking game I had.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was going to start with the trades, but we'll get to that in a second. I mean, honestly, it was the worst game I have seen all year. There was a lot of people out there call it embarrassing and things like that. And I'll be honest, our run game couldn't get anything going with McCaffrey. Mac Jones looked like after starting 4 games, that's as much as he could do for the year. He's pretty much tired. I think he's probably got little nagging injuries every hour. He looked awful. Defensively, well, we lost Sammy O. We lost Yator Gross Matos. Mikel Williams and I think Robert Beal Jr. are our only defensive ends left. So defensively, we put zero pressure on the quarterback. We could not get off the field on third down. What they were must have been like 10 for 15, something like that on third downs. It was just one of those games. It was more of a frustrating thing. Like we were almost there, 3rd and 9. Hutchinson, first down. And just a whole bunch of weird stuff. We did sign Keon White, who was a second round pick out of like Georgia Tech a few years ago, defensive end out of the Patriots. Patriots are now offloading their like players that they had during the Belichick era.
Oh,
Vrabel's like
what?
done
Okay.
with them.
That's
So
interesting.
we've got someone to line up next week at defensive end. I mean, I don't know how good he is. He wasn't even playing for the Patriots, but at least we have a body. So I mean, all in all, terrible game. We lost so many people to injuries. We couldn't have even performed what we wanted to do it, even if we were playing well. And we didn't. There were drops. Kittle played well. I gotta say, Kittle's working back into shape. He looks good. We made a trade, so we have enough defensive players to play next week. But yeah, it was truly awful. This was kind of one of the things I expected to see, at least at some point in this season. But without Warner and Bosa, it was pretty bad. What else do I got? Ready for Purdy. Purdy comes back next week, I hope.
Okay,
Cow,
so with you
you still
saying
a
all
win,
that to me
Cow?
right now, are you with how the Rams are playing and how the Seahawks are playing, are you telling me right now that you could be third place in the division and
Oh
and
yeah, and I don't
no
think I said
playoffs?
that. I didn't say that I thought we weren't going to be third place, but yeah, we still have the worst schedule left, or I mean the best schedule, depending on which way you're looking at it. We get Purdy back, we get Ayuk back, we get
Healthy
Pearsall back.
Kittle.
Kittle's now rounding into shape. I mean, we're running out of defensive bodies, so we're gonna have to outscore teams, kind of the way we thought the team might have looked in the summer with the weapons and everything towards the end of the year. Like it could round into shape to where we could be a shootout team like the Cowboys here coming up. Hopefully.
Cowboys have definitely been shooting. That's for sure.
Yeah, they have been. So we'll see. Once again, this is a step back for the Niners all over the place.
Hmm. All right. Well, I like
Next week we got the Giants minus Cam Scatterbo. Let's go get a win.
nice. It's nice to see minus Cam Scatterbo because Mbuka comes back this week, and I didn't say we. I said we for a second, but I took it back. I predicted him as the offensive rookie of the year. And I believe in the first 4 games of the year, you could have given it to him. And then in this last few games, it's definitely been Cam Scatterbo. So I need, and I think the injury to Mbuka, that hurt because now you're not out there. You know, if he caught 10 for a 220 and 3 touchdowns, we'd be fucking right back to him. You know what I mean? So, but he was injured, so he didn't. So 10 for 220 and 3 touchdowns this week would be great. You know what I mean? Put us right back in that fucking, And then Baker could use somebody to throw to. So he's
He,
gonna get targets. You sure you want to trade him to me? Because if there's nobody else. But all right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's get to our questions. I'm ready. Who starts?
I won last week, so I probably scored second. So I'll ask questions first this time, so you know what score to give me. All right, so you're ready. All right,
I'm glasses
we're
on.
start we're starting in the AFC. We were talking about the worst teams in the AFC last week. I don't know if you guys were there. Comment down below if you agreed with our comments. But Dolphins and Jets both won. Tennessee now in the driver's seat for the number one pick. How do you see the rest of the season playing out for those 3 teams? Who gets the number one pick? Who passes on Archie Manning?
Well, if Tennessee gets the number 1 pick, I would assume they pass on Archie Manning.
I don't think he's getting drafted anyway.
And you think he's just not getting drafted. I'm okay with that.
He might be the next Mr. Irrelevant.
Nice. Not a bad place to be. 55 million a year.
All right. Yeah, not terrible. Not terrible.
Not terrible. So I have to say, if Tennessee, do you think I still call the Jets as the worst team? Do I think the Jets would pass on Archie Manning? Yes, if they knew they could get him with the 33rd pick in the draft. You know what I mean? If that's where Archie falls to.
All right.
But at the same time, if the Jets get the first pick in the draft and Archie Manning's there, I think the Jets would take Archie Manning right away. I say that to have Peyton Manning walk into the building and Eli Manning walk into the building over and over again consistently on a monthly basis and be a part of the franchise and be a part of Archie being there. I believe the Jets right away because it's not a good decision. It's a PR decision.
Fair enough. And it's fun conversation, but which one of those teams finishes with the worst record was the question.
The Jets. That's what I said.
Just the Jets.
The Jets.
Give me Jets points again. That way I get to change them at the end.
What do I get? I
Jets
get
points.
Jet points. Nice.
You get Jets points. That way I
I
can
said
change
the
them.
Jets. I mean, I like the Jets and they draft Archie Manning so they can get that I can't stop this feeling in their heart. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think the Jets are going to win a couple more games. I'm taking Tennessee, but I'll give you 9 points anyway for
I
now.
got Cam Ward winning 5 of these things in the end, just because fuck.
Hell no.
Why
Those
not?
guys are awful. All right, so the Patriots and Drake May have won their fifth straight game, which is annoying to the rest of the world because the Patriots should suck for longer than this. However, they gave up 5 sacks to Myles Garrett. Pick me a trade destination. How can we trade Myles Garrett somewhere cool?
Uh, Nowhere because Myles Garrett stayed for the money. So Myles
Doesn't
Garrett,
matter. We're trading them. We're trading them somewhere.
we're
What about
trading him. We're
wait? I
trading
got
him.
Bosa and Mac Jones. Bosa and Mac Jones to Cleveland. Their quarterback situation solved. Niners get Myles Garrett.
How about the Rams get Myles Garrett? He'd look good in Los Angeles.
Man, that's not cool, man.
You asked
Right.
me where to
Put
trade
him in
him.
Seattle. That'd be mean.
I wouldn't put him in Seattle. Seattle would be a horrible place for him. He's either cold weather or beach.
Well, they've never had a pass rusher in Seattle. I think that would blow everyone's mind up there.
They've never had a pass rusher once out of all those Legion of Boom defenses.
I don't believe so.
Cam Chancellor, no, he was a safety.
Brian Bosworth, no, he got crushed
DJ
by Bo
Reed.
Jackson.
Brian Bosworth was an advertisement made by Brian Bosworth. Um, I don't know. I can't. They never had a Reggie White, that's for sure, or a Bosa. So no, I don't know. Yeah, Rams.
Rams.
You
Surprised you
want to
didn't
trade
figure
Myles
out a way.
Garrett? If you
Trying to
think it's that bad, back to the question though. I like Drake May. I like the Patriots. So was that
what?
the question?
I mean, they like themselves so much they're trading away their players that used to be starters. They're done. Patriots made 2 trades. They got rid of Keon Smith to us, Keon Jones to us, and some other guy. This doesn't play anymore because Vrabel doesn't like him. So
Good
they got
enough.
their own thing going on in New England. That's cool. Whatever.
No,
I
I
like
like
Drake
where New
May.
England's
He's a
going.
Tar Heel.
I like where New England's going, and I, you know, Tom Brady's not there anymore, so I'm all right with it now. I didn't like Tom Brady. I liked Gronk. I voted for the Patriots sometimes so Gronk could win a Super Bowl. Um, and
So your
trade
answer
Myles
is
Garrett to the Rams.
Rams
I would
for
say
pick.
Packers, but you're going to tell me to fuck off.
Rams. I don't like it, but I'll give you that. Yeah, because they'll just give you picks. But yeah, no, if you'd have somehow figured out a way to put Parsons, Gary, and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line, I'd have been impressed.
Yeah, that's impossible. Myles Garrett's just staying in Cleveland because they paid him. He could have left. He could have pitched a fit or fit a pitch or whatever, and got the hell out of there. But they said, how about $55 billion a year? He was like, yeah, okay, I'll just stay here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He should be on TV more often.
He should have definitely went somewhere where he could have been a contender because he would have got a Super Bowl. Because if he would have made any team better that was already possibly going to the Super Bowl, how about the Kansas City Chiefs? What if
Oh
we
my
take him and
God.
put him on the Kansas City Chiefs next to Chris Jones? Patrick Mahomes and
Murder.
Andy Reid
That's
and
what I'm
Travis
saying.
Kelce.
Like, there's teams out there that could create like one of the grossest things of all time if they just add Miles Garrett.
So there you go. If it's not the Rams, I say red and white Kansas City Chiefs or white and red, however you want to go. And there's the team that if he got on that team, he'd win 2 Super Bowls.
I know. I just wish it would happen. Anyway, I gave you 7 points. On to the next one.
Okay.
Apologies to the Colts, who are clearly ridiculous. The top 3 AFC West teams all won. The Chiefs looked ridiculous.
Chiefs looked good.
Harbaugh's got the Chargers at 5-3, and the Broncos have won five in a row. What do you make of this whole thing?
Well, we said the Broncos were going to be good, and I agreed with Sean Payton. I think Bo Nix, the
They lost
defense,
their Kane for 6 weeks.
they lost Surtain for so that. Well, the defense was one of the strong points of that whole team. So, it's not good to lose your best defensive player.
Yeah, that's breaking news, by the way.
Breaking news then. Nice.
like 5 hours ago.
Nice. From Facebook. So thank you.
Or like 2 years ago.
Yeah, from 2 years ago. Um, so I liked what we already liked where the Broncos were going. The Chiefs are to me the most to look so horrible in the first three games and then to look so goddamn good in the next. Rice comes back. That's helpful. You do have Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco in the backfield, both very, very excellent backs. You got Kelsey, who takes now 6, 7 weeks to warm up. Um, you still got Spags at defense. I mean, I mean, I think the Chiefs have been the most impressive because I thought they were done. And apparently it was only the Ravens who were done. So, um, the Chargers, I'm not quite sold yet. I thought it seems like it can go either way with the Chargers. So I do like where they're going, but they got a lot of injuries too. So we'll see what happens with them. That's my thing. I know
That's
you
my
don't want to
thing.
say anything about the Colts, but listen, Colts got the MVP.
They got probably the top two MVPs. Don't say Daniel Jones, quarterback freak.
Listen, I mean, Daniel Jones gets up to the line and every player is looking past him to see where Jonathan Taylor's going. So,
Yes. I believe last week you argued for Daniel Jones, and I said Jonathan Taylor.
I know, and this week I'm arguing for Jonathan Taylor because he put up a bunch of points on me in fantasy.
Well, I should give you a bonus point for that.
Prick.
24. 24 points for you.
You ready?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, number one, we're almost halfway. Almost. Who you got
Almost.
going? Who you got going to the playoffs with what you've seen so far, and who is your late bloomer? Who do you think shows up in the end and gets that last place or
Ooh,
gets the seventh? You know what I mean? Like I'm eight.
very interesting. All right. Well, we got Eagles and Tampa Bay, and someone trying to get in from those divisions is going to be tough, I believe. And then we got, I mean, I'll give you a Detroit, Green Bay, both in, Rams, Seattle, both in. So how many playoff spots does that leave me with? Just
One.
one. Just one.
I believe you just
Well,
get
shit.
one. Hold on. You only get one, right? Isn't there only one wild? I mean, or is there eight?
Well, there's one bye and then six other teams. So I need to get to seven. So I have 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need one more. So do I go Jaden Daniels and the Redskins, even though
You
they're
go
not doing
Niners.
anything like they're close? Yeah. Do I go Brock Purdy and the newly offensive 49ers? I'm not taking Minnesota. The Bears are a possibility. Atlanta is a possibility. Carolina, I think, is going back down, so they're not going to be that late blooming team. Arizona can't do that. Christ. I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the Niners. I think we'll give it to the Bears this year. Why not? Maybe the Bears sneak in on a late blooming. Maybe they figure out Ben Johnson's offense type thing at the end of the year. But I remember last week they do have that death row at the end of the year. But one of those games is against the Niners. I guess it's all going to come down to Bears Niners, week 16, which one of those teams makes playoffs.
You know
We
what?
definitely beat the we definitely beat the Bears. It's the Niners. We all know the Niners are the last team
That's
in.
a really good call and prediction on which game in week 16 is going to have playoff implications. And I believe you are correct when you say Bears Niners for that seventh seed, get into the playoffs. Like you just one of those teams winning helps them out immensely. You know what I mean? Like,
Huge, yeah, huge.
shoot, got that win. Now we need one more win. And that win, that loss for whichever team loses is like, shit, now we need to win and this team to lose and this team to lose. And we need a tie in this game. And we need the AFC team to lose. I don't even know why, but that's why. You know what I mean? That's how fucked up it is. So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I agree. I think that week 16 prediction is going to help you. The fact that you said the Bears is going to hurt you in points, though. I mean, you know that.
Oh.
So, I'm going to give you 5 points.
Nice. That's right. It was a fun question and a
You
fun
didn't give
answer.
me a late bloomer. I thought the late bloomer would get the seventh seed. So the Falcons, somebody else from another division gets two games. Or
Yeah. I mean,
another division other than the West and the North get two teams.
I just can't see any of those teams. I mean, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers. I just don't see
So
that happening.
you still gave one of the divisions three. I hate that. That's been bothering me
Can
for the
Jackson
last
Dart
30.
and the Giants make a move? I don't think so.
How about the Cowboys?
How about not the Cowboys? They got beat by a shitload last weekend.
I understand, but I mean, Dak, CD Lamb, fully healthy back. Maybe they make a trade. I don't know. I just, I'm just sick of just like, is it going to be three from the West or three from the North? I hope it's two from every division.
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like they're the two best divisions.
At this point right now, I would say over the last 2 or 3 years, yes, they are the two best divisions between the Rams and the Niners.
They have
And
good coaches, good franchises. They don't really fluctuate a whole lot. Arizona's still terrible, but other than that,
yeah, they've done well over the last 20 years. All those teams, except for the Bears. That's why you said the Bears and I gave you 5 points. So, all right, ready?
living on a prayer. Here we go.
Living out a prayer. Is the NFC on a little bit of a downslide here? The teams don't seem to be playing at the same level as the teams in the AFC.
Well, I mean, like I
And
just
I'm
kind of
talking about even the teams that are at the top. Do you
sure.
think that, you
I
know,
mean, I think for the last 3 years, you always think Bills, Ravens, Chiefs right away, and then Eagles or Niners have always been in there and in that conversation. Hey, you throw the Packers in there a little bit too, but Jordan Love sucks, so we don't do that. Yeah, I mean, you look at the injuries though. We've lost a lot of the quarterbacks. Penix and Young, some of the young upcomers, possibly. They're all hurt. Purdy's been hurt. Uh, I mean, Giants lost their quarterback.
the Giants lost their quarterback? What do you mean the Giants lost their quarterback?
Sorry, no, that was a Russell Wilson joke. Um, uh, Overall, I mean, when you look at Rams, Seattle, Lions, Packers, Eagles, Tampa Bay, how they match up with Bills, Colts, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, etc. It's hard to tell who's got the advantage right now. I mean, I know the AFC probably won 2/3 of the inner conference games this last week or two. I don't think it's necessarily like a monster difference. I think the quarterbacks make the big difference.
So
Baker Mayfield's
Mahomes
gonna Baker Mayfield's flipping the script this year.
flipping the script, but well, then you say that, but I mean, who do you got if it's Buffalo with Josh Allen or Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, or do you got Baker with Tampa Bay?
I mean, it all comes down to health when it comes down to the Super Bowl. I mean, I think, but I would trust the AFC quarterbacks a lot more than I would trust the NFC. There's no dominant team in the NFC. The Eagles might get there, but I hate Jalen Hurts and I hate putting him in that category. But he always performs well in the Super Bowl, so I guess maybe I'm wrong there.
Maybe,
Uh,
maybe you're
but
wrong.
yeah, no, I don't think the gap's as big as it seems. Like the last week, there was a lot of blowouts. You know, the Ravens crushed the Bears, et cetera, et cetera. Teams from the AFC beat the teams from the NFC pretty badly, but I don't think it's that big of a gap.
The Ravens didn't, but Huntley did, and that's the problem with the Bears.
That's the problem with the Bears. They
They
lost
could, and they
Huntley.
could, and the Ravens defense has been subpar this whole year. So for the Bears to lose to the Ravens with Huntley, I thought that, well,
Put a little stinker on the NFC. That did.
I felt like it did. I really did because it made me think that the Bears actually suck. So give yourself 8 points because that was okay.
Okay.
I'm proud of you for answering the question.
Nice. I'll just put my 10 down for next round already.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going
So
for bonus points this next round. Are there bonus points available? I need 11.
I don't believe so. Ready?
Sure.
Um, so you've brought him up a few times and the team, but is Caleb Williams actually a bust?
You know what? I wasn't able to get to my 11v11 Caleb Williams film tape this week. Uh,
You knew you had NFC questions, so I don't know why.
right. I should have seen all five of those games. No, he's not a bust yet. That's the end of my answer. I got no facts to prove anything. He's not a bust yet.
You
Dot
know,
dot dot.
I mean, when we look at quarterbacks throughout history, if you just miss the open wide receiver over and over and over again.
So you're saying you saw something I didn't? Is that what you're saying? You have some inside intel that
Well, I've seen like 5 or 6 a game throughout highlights.
is he looking like Geno Smith? Is that what's going on?
I mean,
Can he be Geno Smith? Is that his ceiling to
I
recover and
I
become
don't
Geno
believe
Smith?
I don't believe he can be Cam Newton, and I
Well,
didn't
that's
really think Cam Newton
like
was
no.
that good.
As a thrower, you think he's worse than Cam Newton as a thrower? Because he was never
As
going to
I
run.
think as a decision maker and a yeah, I think as a thrower, I think him and Cam Newton are somewhere in the same category. So maybe he looks a little better when he does it, but he still has the same mistakes. You know what
That's
I mean?
fair. That's fair. I mean, they got blown out for a reason.
Yeah, the quarterback sucks.
Could have been Kyle Hamilton.
I don't
Kyle
think so.
Hamilton tricked him.
Could have been Kyle Hamilton. He is good.
He was good. They are putting him closer to the line of scrimmage, the Ravens. So I mean, it's a possibility. They flip flop a little defense. Maybe it helps them out.
I
But
don't blame them.
this isn't that question. It's all about Caleb Williams, and I haven't seen him show me enough to. I mean, it looks like he's got the same skills Purdy has, but Purdy just isn't as bad.
No, Caleb Williams is he's thrown a lot of bad passes, and his job is to throw the ball. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
yeah. So, I'm going to give you 0 points for even saying Caleb Williams has a chance and being a Bears. No, I'm just kidding. 7 points.
Fair enough. Nice win, sir. Nice win.
Well, I don't know what I got for jet points. So I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, yeah. You did all right.
Okay.
It
That's a
sticks
win.
with.
So every time I do AFC, I'll just say Jets.
I'm hoping
Nice.
because eventually I'll trick it.
Yeah, I'm tricking you.
Yeah.
Jets won't even be part of the answer.
All
Jets.
right, nicely done. Good game. Good game.
Not
Performance
bad.
of the week. You got a good one. I want you to go first because you've got the best one of all time.
I think pretty close to the best one of all time, and that's Will Klein of the Los Angeles Dodgers coming in the, I don't know, 13th or 14th inning. Will,
Here's to Will Klein, that
to Will
jerk.
Klein. Um, and pitching a stellar performance. I mean, strikeout after strikeout, catching his own fucking, that
He
little
did. He didn't even think he was going to be on the World Series roster.
no, no, that guy had no thought of being on the World Series roster. And the most pitches he's ever thrown is 32. And
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
he threw 72 of these motherfuckers. I mean, that's 72, that's 42
Mhm.
more than Will has ever pitched before. And maybe Will should be pitching more. That's what I came up with that night. I was like, why is this guy only thrown 32 pitches? Why isn't he out there starting a game or coming
Right.
in the third when somebody's just shitting on themselves and they're like, oh, it's fine. We got Will for 4 innings and then we'll figure it out from there. What's going on here? So I don't know. What an
Epic performance.
amazing performance. I was more happy for him than I think anybody else on the team.
Right.
Freddie's home run, that was amazing. This was that, but that kid was out there like this is
Freddie Freeman, by the
the
way, first person ever to have two walk-off home runs in World Series. First guy ever,
I thought Goose Goslin or Gosling, somebody also had two walk-offs.
but not home runs. Walk
Oh,
off hit.
walk-off hits. Okay, because I thought they said 34, 35. 1934, 1935 is what I was assuming.
We can check AI if we're wrong in the comments. Let us know.
But rock and roll Freddie Freeman. I know he did it last year against the Yankees, right?
Oh, and another funny thing about that is both the two longest games were both 18 innings. They're both game threes. They're both in LA, and they are both ended with a left-handed home run.
Matt Muncy, right?
Muncy was the other one. Yeah.
Because Muncy could have also been the two home run or two walk-off guy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, that'd have been nuts if he'd have done it twice. That'd have been nuts.
In Dodger Stadium in a
Same
that
18th inning, same third game, same batter. That'd have been
it's
bonkers.
crazy to think that Muncy was on the team in 2018. Good for that guy for just being on the same team for the last 7 years, being a solid home run hitter and keeping his position.
I mean, you guys keep him on the team just to play against the Giants. I think he has like 30 home runs against the Giants in the last 5 years.
That's it. That's why we keep him.
It's a good reason.
It is. Plus, third base, he keeps himself in shape, he's hitting home runs. Good job.
Easy peasy.
So Will Klein, that's my performer of the week. I could have went Ohtani for, getting on base 19 times, but I mean I mean 4 for 4 in the beginning, and then they just walked him. They didn't even throw to him. They just
I
walked him.
mean, he set so many freaking World Series records and records that like are owned by people that have only been seen in black and white. That like mind blowing what he did
That's
that
the
game.
crazy part. They've only been seen in black and white. So how did he even break that record? Does it even exist anymore? Did those rules still play? Yes,
No clue.
it's still baseball. So,
So
but I didn't. I went with Will Klein because it seemed like more of a special moment. Otani's going to have 150 more. Will Klein,
this is his moment, baby.
this was his moment, and he
Yep,
lived it. He
he
definitely
did.
had fun after that. Every bar he went to, he was drinking for free.
Uh, this summer's going to be a blast for Will
This
Klein.
summer is going to be a blast for Will. This is, well, whatever you call his time off. So,
Nice. All right. Great. Great. Performer of the week. Mine is Sidney Crosby as the hockey season has started. He has become the ninth player to ever score 1,700 NHL points, leading the Penguins to 16 points, which is the most in hockey right now. And no, I don't think either one of us would have believed they'd have been in first place if we'd have done a
hasn't been in
preseason.
last for the last 3 years in a row, or
I'm like that. Shut up.
closer to last. So,
Yeah, no, I was going to give mine to Steph Curry. Warriors are playing well, but Crosby wins it this week.
heck yeah. To become ninth, well, it's got to be what, 25 or 30 places in front of that Mark Messier guy.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Are
minute.
you still trolling me from 4 years ago? He
I
passed
told you.
Lemieux
I
though.
tro I trolled you there.
He passed Mario Lemieux though, so that's like
Hey,
Pittsburgh.
that's huge. That's because
Yeah,
that's a Penguin.
we got 9 and 10 now. That's the top two. Or yeah.
Well, that's just
Anyway,
big for you guys. That's awesome for him. What do you Yeah, that's great. What are you excited for?
oh, I mean, we've got Halloween weekend. I'm excited for possibly. I mean, it could be 80 degrees on Halloween, so I'm looking forward to possibly some sexy costumes, making a bunch of cash. And let's hear Penn State not getting embarrassed at Ohio State this weekend. That's
Oh,
that's what
that's
I'm.
on my list too, right here. Penn State, Ohio State.
Man,
I told you this could be Ohio State loses that stupid game every year. Is this the one?
I doubt it.
Or is it the Michigan one? Or is it the
Like,
fucking Indiana one? Which stupid game do we lose this year? The Indiana game. Do we play Indiana this year?
probably not. You don't play anybody good.
That's not anymore. We don't because we
Not
got
anymore because we suck.
you suck. We thought you were going to be one of our losses or it could be a good challenge, but this ain't 2006.
This ain't that. This ain't that.
Yep, this ain't 2006 for sure. Um, excited. NASCAR's finale, I think, is going to be an awesome
Oh,
race.
I'm excited for that too. It's over.
I'm not excited for it to be. I mean, I guess it's fine to be over. Reddick needs a refresh, a restart because this whole year sucked. No victories, same bullshit top five. We need a restart.
Well,
Um,
we will
I'm
be doing
excited.
NBA in its place next week.
Yeah, we will. NBA will take NASCAR's place, and it'll be just as short. But no, I'm
Yeah.
excited for this race. Briscoe, Hamlin, two Hendricks cars with Byron and Larson. There's gonna be some money spent this week because both those guys are millionaires because they gonna put their billionaires probably, so they gonna put their best cars out there for sure. That's gonna be some serious, gonna be some four good cars be on the racetrack. I promise you that. Four best cars in all NASCAR.
Some damn good hardware rolling around
Yeah,
those
hell
tracks.
yeah. There'll be all the bells and whistles. It'll be special. And I think you got four. I mean, I told you Denny Hamlin's been the cream of the crop the whole year. I'd like to see Chase Briscoe win it. That'd be awesome. That's like a Blaney winning it and going, what? Who won the championship? Dave Blaney? That's crazy. So
That
yeah,
is crazy.
I'd like to see Briscoe win it because Hamlin's won it, Byron's won it, Larson's won it. Chase ain't won it. So let's get more for Chase. So
Sounds
that
good, man.
and man, go
But
Packers. Let's keep going.
I had a good hour. Hope everyone else out there had one too.
I did too. Later, everybody.